Okay, so first you need to put primer all over your skin. It helps protect it. Most of you should already know this, but it's a good, helpful tip just in case you don't, since not everyone does makeup. Next, you need to brush your brows. Then you fill in and conceal your eyebrows. As I just showed, I like to use the Revlon concealer, and I like to use this brush, which is a flat concealer brush. I just like to shape out my eyebrows with it and clean them up. The next step that I take is putting on foundation with my fingers all over my face, then blending it out with a beauty blender. Remember, you can always add more foundation depending on how full coverage you like it, but try not to cake your face too much. This next step can be optional, but it is an under eye concealer which helps you look more awake and can cover your eye bags. I also like to put concealer on my eyelids just to prep for your eyeshadow. Then yet again, you go in with the beauty blender and blend it all out. Next step is contour, and I use a rounded contour brush and I just contour on my face and my nose.
Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone.
So while I was recording this, Phoenix fell into the bathtub, so please enjoy.
I fell in the tub.
Next, I like to blend out my contour a little bit more with this bigger fluffy brush that I actually bought at Target. The next step that I take is setting powder, and I just have the Mary Kay setting powder, but you can buy powder anywhere you'd like. For this step, I take the beauty blender, put it in the translucent powder, and then put it under my eyes, on my nose, on my forehead, chin, and on my jawline. And while I let that set, I like to do my eyeshadow, and right now I'm taking this neutral shade and I'm blending it out into my outer crease to create some contrast, which I will do in both eyes. Then I take a different brush and get a slightly darker brown shade, which I show you, and then put it into my actual crease and my outer corner. Yet again, I am doing this on both eyes as I go. I'm actually going to use the same brush, but take a different palette, and you can use the same palette if you'd like, and take this lighter shade and put it on my lid. And this step is completely optional, but I take a different brush and use a white shimmer shade in my inner corners because I feel it completes the look. Still continuing to switch over and do both eyes at the same time. Next, I take another big brush and I wipe off all the translucent powder on my face. Next, I take my lipstick and I apply it, but for games, lipstick will always be red. Next, I take my highlight, and you can use any brush you prefer, and you just apply on your cheekbones, brow bone, and your nose, and you can apply to your upper lip too. I actually skipped over this, but remember to use setting spray after. Next, I'm using Phoenix to show what shade you can use if you have a darker skin tone. First, I'll be using this neutral brown shade, which is more of a tan on her outer crease. Next, I'll be taking this peachy brown color in her outer corner and in her crease. Next, I'm taking a very light tan shade. I suggest not using white and putting it all over her lid. Yet again, this is completely optional, but I am taking a flat brush and putting it in a lighter shimmery shade, not as light as I used on my skin tone because as you can see, she's darker than me. And that is the finished look, completed with mascara and eyelashes. You can always do eyeliner as an optional choice, but thank you for watching.